Hey guys, it's your boy Kathulu here, back again, this time on the LMMS Odyssey channel. I'm making this video to break down one of my songs. This time we are tackling numbers from the Pentateuch EP, the one I released on Spotify last year. Now as you can see, it didn't load any sound fonts. This is intentional because I use sound fonts to keep track of the MIDI notes. Yeah, so first of all I'm gonna go into the drum loop here. The first drum loop that you hear sounds like this. Alright, so immediately we have a crash every 4 bars. This is pretty common for my music. Now, the kick sounds a bit off. Like, if I play it again, it sounds really, I guess, like it's missing a lot of high end. This is intentional. I used an equalizer. If I turn the EQ off, you can hear it like this. This is, of course, from Echo Soundworks, the kick and almost all elements. I don't remember where I got these hi-hats from, but they are 909s too. They sound kind of bad, whatever. Now the full drum loop sounds like this. Hi-hat and this strange hi-hat pattern. This, as you can see, I'm just playing a two-step hi-hat pattern, but moved one to the side like this. This is pretty common in house. And of course, I'm playing this more rhythmic hi-hat loop. It uses some pretty low quality hi-hat, but I didn't have good samples at the time I made this. Whatever. I also use Superwave P8 in this. As you can see, this is Superwave P8. It's based on the JP8000. It's a pretty good plugin for super source. I had this habit of using it for pads. I like the string here. As you can hear, the string sounds like this. Now, the pad of this song is also from that synth, I think. Yeah. Now, they all play the same chord progression, of course. This is, it's an E minor. Let me just select the scale for you guys. Yeah, E minor. And I used 7th chords mainly because I like the way they sound. So we have it's a minor sharp 5 chord, I guess. Yeah, sure, we can call it that because this is a minor sharp 5. This is 7th layered on top. This is a regular minor. This is a regular. Wait, is this a major? No, it's a minor. This is almost only minor chords. A pretty minor chord progression, but it sounds pretty jolly, or at least happy. That's because of the 7th. Also layered this bass note here for some reason. I don't know. It works. Like, it worked at least. Also had this polysynth that was kind of like an ARP. Now I wouldn't really use this nowadays, especially because the padding just gives me some weird vibes, but it exists. Next up, this is the first instance of Vital I used in this project. It was a bass line. This bass is actually from a Eurobeat artist known as Turbo. If I could just open Vital real quick so I can show you the bass. It's pretty good Eurobeat artist, my opinion. This is the same bass. I don't have the hand movements to play the line. No, next, at least not right now. At least next we have a tom line from the SDSV tom pack. It's a pack of synth toms. Yeah, I think I linked that one in the description during my Eurobeat tutorial. These pretty generic synthwave toms, they work. Now, the next main element is of course the super solid. This was of course designed by another Eurobeat artist named Zozo, like indie Eurobeat, I guess. And from what I remember, he helped me in making a super saw preset, and I used that. It sounds like this. So this is basically house with a Eurobeat brass, almost. Lol. Then we have a M1 organ, like the classic 90s house organ. It sounds pretty. I have a better preset for it nowadays, but this is what the old one sounded like. As you can see, it just follows the bass. pretty normal, pretty standard. We also have an M1 piano. I used Rate Generator for this one. Nowadays I would probably use a JD800, but you can use whatever, it just has to sound good. There's some pretty strong delay on this, I would avoid that nowadays. Also, from what I noticed, most of the song is actually quite muddy because it's really unmixed. Like, before we go into the mix, I have to show you some stuff, but I will have to warn you, the mix is pretty bad on this one. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Now, the super saw is actually automated to, like, I don't remember what I did with it. I think it was a filter or a vibration, maybe. Let me actually listen. Sounds like a filter to me. Anyways, next up I had some weird stuff going on in here. I will explain these 5 presets now. I don't remember why I had an extra clap down here. I reverse press, drop kick, some kind of kick build up here. Also this reverb kick plays twice, I think. Oh no, I think it's a Z1 delay. It's a delay for sure. It's like this one delay that's just one echo. Ta-da. Then also we have this rising crash line over here. It sounds really crispy for some reason. And also pretty unmixed. I could have probably mixed it, but not at the time, because at the time I was like early. This is one of my early tracks, to be honest. Now the next thing I remember was this weird string line here. This now, as you can see, it's just one long string note that keeps getting reinforced by this build-up thing, I guess. I don't know what I thought it did at the time, but it works. That was not what I meant to do, but whatever. No. Like... Like, what I also recognize is the clap is mixed way too loud, and all the background elements have way too many lows. Like, I would recommend, if anyone tries to replicate this, to not do this, to do this. So yes, do this. That's what you're meant to do. You go here, add effect. You do me a favor, you type an equalizer, turn this one on, put it to 48 dB. Ja, Dieter Bohlen. Genau. German artist, I don't... dB, decibels. Put that around 100. If it looks like this, good. Take this one too, make the same settings. Put it like 18k hertz, I think. Yeah, this looks good. And then just actually mix something here. I don't care how you do it. You just don't be like me. Next up, I also had some mixing here for an amen break and some acid elements. I was doing some weird shit with the song at that time. I don't remember what this M channel was, but I'm sure it did something. Next up, the mix is not very important. I just mix the drums, like. So what is Numbers even supposed to be? It's like a early 90s infused house song. Yeah, no, not early 90s, like mid 90s, I guess. Something in the 90s. So that's the video.